Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Jared Lee, and I'm joined, as usual, by my lovely wife, Jamie Lee. So, Jamie, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Listen, I'm doing really good. I feel much better.
Yeah, you sound
I
better.
kicked this little sickness out of the way, and I'm feeling better, and I've got energy, and so yeah, I'm feeling better than I was the last time we recorded, which is I still had a little bit of a voice. I never lost it, but it just got real gravelly.
Real graph.
Real gravelly. But I am feeling better and excited that, listen, tomorrow is the fall menu at Starbucks starts. I know it's very basic of me. I'm not a big Starbucks person,
We're excited.
but I do like the fall stuff. Not even just Starbucks, but just everywhere. Pumpkin, things like that.
I'm going to get that banana cream chai. I'm getting it.
That does sound pretty good, actually.
I'm getting
That
it.
does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to comment. I know we've talked about many times Halloween's out of control. Christmas is also out of control. I went to Costco the other day. Of course, they had the Halloween stuff out. Mind you, it's still mid-August. They had Christmas stuff out
Yeah.
in August.
So the thing is, they still do the Christmas and July stuff sometimes.
I know,
You know what I mean?
but I'm just...
So seeing Christmas year round doesn't bother me as much as seeing Halloween early.
I know, but I'm just
guess.
like... it's just one of those things where I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, there's
What are we doing?
The rules are out the window now. I'm just like, it's just, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not necessarily upset about it. I was just like, apparently, I think my theory about the holiday wars is a real thing. I think they're going at it.
I know. I mean, retail's here. They're starting the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party's already started. Halloween Horror Nights starts this week. In fact, tonight is the cast member preview thing they get to do. So it's
They're
officially...
letting Disney cast members go?
Sorry, team members.
Oh.
Team member night. So, yeah.
Listen, I know that's a small change there, but I've gotten
important.
people really angry with me for
I know.
mixing that one up before.
It's fine. But Halloween season is officially here, whether it's August or September.
Listen, it
It's
feels
August.
very Fallout. Super cool. Brisk wind. It's fine. And we are going to talk about Halloween Horror Nights today. That's
all we're talking about.
That's all we're talking about. This is our Halloween Horror Nights preview guide.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, if you're listening, you don't know what it is. What is it? Which,
Yep.
hey, welcome to the Thunderdome, I suppose. I don't know.
Welcome
We'll go through the houses, the scare zones, some of the street experience, some of the shows, a little bit of the merchandise, what's going to be open, everything. Just all this stuff that's going to be involved with this. If you're looking for everything about Halloween Horror Nights, what you need to know, going in, all this stuff, this will be the episode for you.
We'll also obviously give a review of our experience when we go. We're going next Thursday. So the following Tuesday after that will be our review of our night. We'll get to actually talk about what we got to experience.
Hopefully a lot.
Hopefully a lot.
Hopefully. We're going to have Express Pass this year.
That's the plan.
I'm trying to go in, though. I'm not trying to expect to do too much. You know what I mean? I'm kind of going in between. I think, obviously, with Express Pass, like I've never done it with Halloween Horror Nights, so I'm like, okay, it'll be more stuff. But I'm also not trying to be like, we're going to do all the houses, we're going to do all the scare zones, we're going to do all the shows, and we're going to get the food we want. I'm like, probably not, but if we do, that's great. But I'm just not going to anticipate that being the case.
Well, when we get to the point where we talk about some of the event perks and the event extras, I'll kind of talk more about like how we're able to do that and get more done. But I'll save that for later.
You've got a method to your madness.
Kind of.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, you're that's where you're strong. Is the what I guess you would just say the details, of course.
I got the deets.
We make a good pair. Listen, I'm just like, listen, we need to go that way, and you're like, how do we get there? I'm like, don't know, but we got to go that way. And
That's
then
my wife.
You figure out. That would be if I was a commander. We're going this way, sir. How do we do that? Talk to my wife.
Right. That's so accurate.
All I know is that is the way we are going.
Right.
And I'm not gonna. I don't know. My brain can't figure out the details.
That's so funny. That's so true.
My details. My brain's just like, huh?
Right.
We're supposed to go that way. Right. Okay. All right. Before we get to our Halloween Horror Nights preview guide, just remind everybody, if you are watching us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind. And if you didn't know we had video versions of the show, you can go to YouTube at CTM Podcast. You can find them over there along with show clips. And of course, you're listening on good old trusty audio podcast format. We are on all of the major platforms that are out there. Just ask you to please subscribe. And if you're able to leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate that. But however you watch or listen to the show, glad you're here. We appreciate you. And we will get into our preview guide here. So, talk about first just general info. Okay. What is Halloween Horror Nights?
Well, Jared, Halloween Horror Nights is a seasonal fall event at Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood, by the way, that celebrates the spooky and horror genre. This is the 35th year of the event.
By the way, it'd be funny if we did this like a QVC segment.
Well, Jared, let me tell you.
This is the most amazing product
Now,
you've ever seen.
the price will be $15 the next 10 minutes. No.
My mom used to watch QVC, and I would just be like, why do they do this stuff?
It's today only. Today only. No. So this runs August 28th through November 1st on 48 nights, starting at 6:30 p.m. and it ends at 2 a.m. Well, that's pretty late, let me tell you.
Late.
You can experience the event as early as 2 p.m., but more on that later. It takes place at Universal Studios Florida, and a little bit in City Walk, and a little bit in the hotels. But that's basically where it is. It is not in Islands of Adventure or Epic Universe or Volcano Bay.
Correct.
So the event has haunted houses, scare zones, shows, specialty themed food and drinks, character experiences, merchandise, lots more.
All sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
The theme this year is Infernal Carnival of Nightmares, with the icons being Jack the Clown and Dr. Oddfellow. And they have been present in other Halloween Horror Nights events previously.
Is Dr. Oddfellow essentially like a Dr. Facilier?
He reminds me a lot of Dr. Facilier.
I've always thought that.
Yes. His is more like magic in place of like, I mean, yes, there's like a touch of voodoo in there,
right?
But not as much. There's more magic.
Okay.
But anyway,
dark,
so that's
dark magic.
Dark magic. So that's basically general overview of what the event is.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that is the general info. So as part of this, of course, there are haunted houses, which is obviously a very big aspect of this and what people really look forward to. So we will go through what haunted houses are. So we have. The way they do this, there's 10 haunted houses, 5 original houses, which are just concepts that Universal Creative comes up with themselves. Sometimes they have recurring ones from different characters they've created, and sometimes it's brand new. And then they have 5 IP houses that are typically offer very popular IPs. Video games,
like
movies, shows,
Yep.
sometimes obviously musical acts, wrestlers in the past, things like that. So let's go through the 5 original houses. The first one, obviously, being the theme of this entire event, which is Infernal Carnival of Nightmares. You have the Jack and Oddfellow Chaos and Control House.
This is horror icons aren't born, they're made. Discover the unholy origins of Jack the Clown and enter Dr. Oddfellow's universe as a two-pit chaos versus control in this showdown decades in the making. So that's the first one.
Spooky. Number 2 is Cybergoria.
Awaken thousands of years in the future in this haunted house and brave a cold world driven by machines with a singular goal to make you live forever, even if it kills you.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
What are we doing? I really hope somebody in the house, like, there's just a character be like, come with me if you want to live.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what? It's just an Austrian guy in the house.
Wow.
What are you
Nice.
supposed to do? All right, the third one here. Now this one, I think, is probably the one I'm looking the most forward to out of any of the houses.
Hold on. Don't tell us your favorites yet. We gotta read them all.
Okay, fine. I'm not looking forward to this one. This one, I think it's gross.
Wow.
When I read it, I was like, yuck.
What's it called?
Invasion, alien abduction.
Make contact with horrors from worlds unknown in this haunted house, where a ship full of greys have torn apart a remote homestead in search of fresh test subjects.
Gross.
Okay, so this is like a farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not looking forward to it. Next one is Madlands Caged Cannibals.
The animals might be gone, but animalistic violence is inescapable. Try to survive a defunct zoo that has become the deadly domain of warring cannibal factions in this haunted house. Okay, that's that one. And what's that?
That one I'm just like, okay,
Right.
that's interesting. And then the 5th original IP house is HR Blood and Guts presents a Halloween Fright-tacular.
Your favorite maitre d' macabre returns to WKNB with a special Halloween scare-a-thon. Tune into this haunted house complete with ghouls, gore, and all the frights that keep you coming back for more.
Okay. It's kind of a take off of the slaughter cinema a little bit.
Kind of, yeah. It feels like that. Okay, so of the original houses, which one's like you're most looking forward to?
Invasion, alien abduction. I think sounds pretty cool. I love all that type of UFO stuff. That one seems kind of cool. Cybergoria could be interesting because obviously, I mean, at least to me, that just seems like you're talking about like T2, like you're just talking about Terminator at that point.
Right.
I would say those. The other ones, I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I can't say I'm excited about caged cannibals, personally speaking.
That one's my least favorite of the 5. I'm excited for Chaos and Control just to see because that's like what the whole thing is based on, and I do want to see that. I'm more interested in the Cybergoria than I am the alien thing. But I'd say like those 3. Jacket Oddfellow, Cybergoria, and Invasion are the top 3 that I would be interested in.
Yeah. Speaking of Cybergoria, somebody on Twitter tagged me and we were like, this is going to help Jamie's fears. And it was that China had put on this robots Olympics where these robots were running and racing.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty terrifying how fast they beat the Usain Bolt sprinting record. I was like, that
does not help.
But to be fair, here's the thing. They were fast, but they looked really dumb doing it. So you got these robots got no aura, about them.
Right.
All right. They don't know how to look smacks. All right.
Well, good thing that Cybergoria is fiction, so I'll just keep that close to my chest.
As of right now, it is. Anyways, all right. Let's talk about the IP houses. There are 5 of them. The first one we'll talk about is the one that was the last one they announced, but maybe the most anticipated. Maybe we'll see. Is the Ozzy Osbourne Prince of Darkness house.
You're in Ozzy's world now. Bow at the throne of the Prince of Darkness in this haunted house inspired by the twisted mind of one of rock and roll's greatest legends.
I feel like you need to have more oomph, You're just reading this like it's just like there's no emotion.
I feel like I gave a lot of emotion.
Oh, okay. Never mind. A lot of emotion.
Okay.
Fine. But no, this house does sound cool.
Yeah.
Then we have Stranger Things 5.
Join the Hawkins gang for one last adventure. Try to survive an army of Demogorgons, face the Mind Flayer, and defeat Vecna once and for all in this haunted house based on Stranger Things 5. Fair enough.
You think Nancy Rambo is going to make an appearance?
Probably.
She's the scariest one of all.
Okay.
Nothing's more frightening than a 110-pound woman with a multitude of weapons. You're like, what are you going to do?
You never know.
All right, number 3 we have is Sinners.
It's opening night at the Smokestack Twins Juke Joint, but the blues become red when a hive mind of bloodthirsty vampires crashes the party in this haunted house based on the original film Sinners.
Still haven't seen it. I'll just go through the house.
Okay.
That'll tell me. That's the same thing I see in the movie, right?
I mean, you kind of get an idea what it is.
Yeah,
I guess.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Then we have Hellraiser is the next one.
In this haunted house, based on the original Hellraiser trilogy, enter a realm of pure pain where Pinhead and his tormented, is it Cenobites?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. Derive their hellish pleasure.
Sounds like a great time.
Great.
Pretty appealing.
Wonderful.
Listen.
Family fun.
You want to... I'm in. All right. Sounds like just a happy time.
Oh, my gosh.
And then we have the 5th house, which is Evil Dead Burn.
An internal force has taken hold of a family home, and it's hungry for its next victim. Dodge Deadites, hell-bent on bloodshed in this haunted house based on the new film Evil Dead Burn. So obviously this is based on Evil Dead. Evil Dead Burn. I think it's already in theaters. I think it's come out.
I think so. They do this a lot where they have a house tied to a
one.
movie that just like is either getting ready to come out or has just come out.
There's always one. Yep.
Yeah.
Out of these 5, what's your favorite?
Well, I haven't seen Sinners, nor do I
Right.
care about seeing Hellraisers. Because, again, I'm one of those weird people. I cannot stand the horror genre, but I love Halloween Horror Nights, so I'm not going to see some of these movies, which
Right.
I'm fine with.
Yeah.
So I'll experience those houses and see how they are. But I'm probably, Ozzy, I think, is the one. I like these off the beaten path houses. That's kind of like with the original IPs. It's like an interesting little story. And obviously, Stranger Things 5. Like, I'm curious what they'll do. We've seen Stranger Things houses before, so I'm curious. Like, they have a lot of different ways they could go with this house.
I cannot wait. So out of these 5, just information from me, this is my favorite one that I'm gonna
Stranger
go
Things
through.
5, yeah.
Because I've seen the entire series. Like
Right.
I am familiar with Ozzy Osbourne. Sure, I haven't finished Sinners. I started it but didn't finish it. I've never seen Hellraiser. I've never seen Evil Dead. So like, if that's what they're basing the whole house on, I'm gonna be kind of lost maybe. But Stranger Things 5 I won't. I will say that the Stranger Things 4 house that they did back in 2023 was amazing. It was really good. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with 5. I hope they get that room that just melted.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
They're gonna have that. They're gonna have that.
They're gonna have to, I would assume.
Yes, like I really want to see that.
I'm curious if they have the whole final fight scene. You know, where you're like in the
desert thing.
Well, that or like in the beast of the thing that you're fighting,
like walking through it.
Maybe. I imagine that'll be part of it, but yeah.
Maybe.
I think the one at the radio station when they're electrocuting the Demogorgon or whatever.
Yeah.
That could be a cool one. So there are a few things they could choose from. I'm just very curious which ones they will use. But I think it might be really scary in the Ozzy house. Remember on the Ozzy Osbourne house or the Osbourne show when Ozzy would talk sometimes and you're just like, what? Like, what is he saying?
And she knew exactly what he was saying, and everyone's like, huh?
Oh yeah, she could totally understand him.
Does that date us? Does it make us sound old? Because that show was on like 20 years ago.
Well, Ozzy was big from the 70s and 80s, so.
No, but I mean like younger generation. They don't probably have any idea what I'm talking about.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I never like watched it, but I would just remember seeing clips of it and just like, I don't really know what I didn't really at the time really, like I knew who Ozzy was, but it was really interesting just, that era of reality television.
For sure.
Really was not reality.
It's still not.
It was cheap scripted entertainment under the guise of being real. All right, let's talk about the scare zones that they have. So if you don't know what scare zones are, you obviously have haunted houses. You go into these houses, obviously experience it. Scare zones are sections of the park that are themed after specific themes. That's really scientific of me. They're themed after specific themes. So
like, where are you going with this?
Right. So you go through and, it's kind of like going through a haunted house. Not as intense, but there are scare actors and prop sets and things like that in here. And there's a story in these sections here. So
Right.
So the first one we have is Infernal Carnival of Nightmares.
So this is going to be the one when you first walk in into the event, into the park. That's going to be the first thing you see.
Makes sense.
So let the nightmares begin. Jack and Dr. Oddfellow invite you to step right up and see what horrors hide in every shadow at a sinister spectacle decades in the making. All right.
There you go. Then the next one we have is Sideshow of Decay.
The Sideshow of Decay looks like the past will haunt you. In the carnival junkyard, Cindy Kane has opened a portal where decayed nightmares from Halloween Horror Nights past are back to haunt you.
So does this mean there's going to be like past characters or something?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Listen, I like this idea. By the way, you could do the same thing with some attractions at Universal.
I mean, that's a good point. You totally could.
I like that concept. The third one we have is Downtown Clown Town.
There's the wrong side of town. Then there's Clown Town. The city that never sleeps becomes a waking nightmare when its boroughs are overrun by murderous clownsfolk who can't wait to tear you limb from limb. Welcome to the neighborhood. And it says featuring Art the Clown and killer clowns from outer space, which are previous characters from other ones. Yeah. So yeah, they will be appearing in that one too. So so far, I mean, very, very on brand for this theme of, this whole Halloween Horror Nights year.
True.
Except for the last one.
Very true.
Not really.
I mean, to be honest, if you're going to tell me, I don't find clowns scary, but if you're just like, hey, let's go downtown. Why would you go downtown? There's a bunch of clowns. I'd be like, I'm going to avoid that. It just sounds terrible.
I am leaving. Thank you.
I will not be a part of this.
Yeah.
And the last one we have, which is, I'm just going to say right now, it's the one I'm looking the most forward to, and I think many people are, is Fort Nightmares.
Fort Nightmares. Okay, so right now there's a big bus out there. Did you see the big bus?
It's the battle bus.
I don't know what it is. I don't know Fortnite.
It's how you drop into the matches.
Okay, got it. The storm is coming. Drop from the battle bus into the chaos of Fort Nightmares. The storm is spreading through the scare zone, bringing new horrors with it.
So obviously this is based off of Fortnite.
Yes.
Which is very interesting, given that Disney has their relationship with Epic Games, who makes Fortnite, And the first theme park experience we're getting really in this era is from Universal. Now,
Right.
so just so you know, the storm is what's in the game, that it's a battle royale. So as the match continues, the quote storm is the boundary that pushes you closer and closer, so that you, like, by the end, when there's just a few people left, you're fighting in a smaller area. So you're not like two people left in a match and you've got like this entire map to try and find them. It's a way to like make the matches go quicker. So the storm is in the game. If you stay in it too long, it kills you. So that's the whole like the scary part of the storm. But no, I mean, the props of this, this area looks cool. Like the battle bus in there, they've got the llama, which in the game is what gives you stuff. They got the chests. So. And they also have some of the characters. So I think this one seems pretty cool. I don't know how scary it'll be, but I think if you're a fan of Fortnite or just even aware of it, probably pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's only 4, and I think there was only 4 last year. They used to have 5, but they kind of don't really do like the second half of the park anymore, which is fine. But anyway, so yeah, those are the scare zones.
Which one are you looking most forward to of those?
I really don't care about Fortnite. I'm sorry. Probably the Sideshow of Decay one, because I'm seeing like old characters from.
That's the most interesting thing of like, what is going to be part of that. Yeah.
And that one's in Hollywood Boulevard, like Beverly Hills area. And then the Downtown Clown Town is in New York, and then Fort Nightmares starts like right past Central Park Crypts, and it goes into like right in front of Animal Actors.
Yeah.
So that's where the areas are, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get a picture with me in front of the battle bus.
I'm sure you're not the only one.
My only complaint, and it's a very small complaint, but so Hollywood has this as well, Fort Nightmares. Their battle bus is blue and looks like it out of the video game, because in the video game, the battle bus is blue. The battle bus here in Orlando is black and orange. I mean, obviously, you're talking about Fort Nightmares, so it's a Halloween version. Right. I was just like, that's weird. But
beggars can't be choosers.
Am I being beggar?
I don't know. Have you heard that?
I mean, I've heard it, but I'm just saying.
I'm not using it right.
I don't think I'm a beggar in this situation.
You're not begging for it. Okay.
I mean, I suppose if I was begging, but yeah.
Sometimes I just say things, and I'm like, oh.
Doesn't. Sometimes things work. Sometimes they don't. Maybe it does work, and I just didn't recognize it. So. All right, let's talk about the street experiences. So this is a little different from Scare Zones.
I mean, kind of. So Mel's Die-In, not drive-in, but die-in, have zombies. Zombie car hops have swarmed Mel's Die-In, and they aren't here just for the burgers. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Zombie car hops are just going to be out in the street, basically, right in front of Mel's.
Now,
it's kind of cool.
Well, and the other one, yeah, listen, I always like how they involve Mel's. And then they put the signage where it shows, instead of dine in, it says die in.
Yeah, it's great. I have a shirt that says Mel's Die-In on it.
By the way, apparently, is it Hobby Lobby or Michael's has
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby has, and I know people have gotten this. I need to go see if they have it, but like it's like a framed portrait of Mel's Diner that you can get. And I was like,
so it
really?
does it say Mel's on it?
I think it does.
It
say
does.
Mel's,
Okay,
sure. It's a picture from in the park.
But it's really well done. I don't know. It looks great. But yeah, I saw that.
I want to go sometime, see if we can find it, because I will put it up here in the office.
I'm sure it's probably sold out by now. People be spreading that info around. But we can always check.
Listen, you don't know that.
Thing is, I always want to go to Hobby Lobby on Sunday, and guess what? It's closed on Sundays, so I never go.
It's like, well, we go to Hobby Lobby and Chick-fil-A on a nice Sunday afternoon. You're like, can't do
either. Right.
Yep.
Right.
And the other street experience is Club Horror.
As the streets of San Francisco have been transformed into Club Horror, where the DJ's undead, but the vibe is alive and well. So this is right in front of the gift shop of Fast and Furious Supercharged. They set up a little DJ dance area, and then they have drinks at that bar like right next to it that goes into like Chez Alcatraz, and it's fun.
So, okay, what would you say is the difference between a street experience and the the scare zones? So
the street experiences, they're just there.
They're not really trying to
They're not really interacting.
Right.
And trying to scare you with like chainsaws or startling you. They're just there.
They're just zombies hanging out.
Yes. And so I think that is the difference. There's no story. You know what I mean? There's no story with the zombies. There's no story with Clipboard. There's an indicated story in the scare zones.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking right about it.
So I'll just say that.
I think that works.
Yeah.
I think my favorite scare zone. I remember the what is it? The killer hippie one was kind of interesting.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And then
That was crazy.
The gangster slime one was kind of weird, but it's like
Yeah.
1920s gangsters who were it was interesting.
There was one that had that is like candy, like a sweet shop, like candy stuff.
I remember that one.
That was pretty freaky too.
I just don't like when they involve kids.
I know.
I'm just like, I know. I don't need this.
I know.
Don't need this. All right, let's talk about the shows because they also have shows as part of this.
Yep.
So the first one is they just, I think they usually do a Lagoon show. Do they not usually do a Lagoon show?
They started doing one. So they did it for a little bit years ago and then they stopped doing them and they brought them back.
Right.
So, yeah.
So this one is Stranger Things Return to Hawkins. So there is a Stranger Things haunted house and there is a Stranger Things Lagoon show.
And it just basically relives the 5 seasons of the show. So.
My guess is this is just like a different version of Sensational.
Yeah.
It's going to be that similar type of thing.
I'm sure. I don't know if they'll have drones or anything, but if they do, that'll be cool.
That would be cool.
I think definitely fountains and showing like scenes from the show.
Makes sense.
Music.
Yeah, makes sense.
For sure.
And then Nightmare Fuel Blood Noir.
Yeah, so this takes place in the Fear Factor stage area over there. Does it embark on a dark musical journey and resist temptation as death-defying stunts lure you deeper into a vampire-ridden metropolis. It's vampire theme this year.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, this is stuff of like sword swallowers and they kind of do stunt. I mean, I've actually never seen this show because every time we've gone, we've just, I know you have. I have not. So I'm looking forward to seeing it this year. But
it's the one I saw, pardon my French, was quite sensual, if you will.
Sensual?
It was between PG-13 and rated R.
Oh.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. So, but that was years ago.
Is it like gird your loins type of show?
I mean, it's more adult. It's not, I wouldn't take my kids to it.
Well, and that's the thing
100%.
about, I mean, what do they even recommend for Halloween Horror Nights?
I guess we can talk about that now. So they say that if you're under 13, parental discretion is advised, basically. So they say the event is for adults, but you'd be okay if you're like a teen. But they're like, really, you probably shouldn't bring your nobody under 13 would probably.
I mean, I've seen people bring like little kids to this. I'm just like,
I've seen it. The youngest I saw was 5 years old. And I only know that because somebody in line asked him how old he was. And so I was like,
listen,
okay.
It's a choice. I don't listen. Everyone's got their own methods, I suppose. But yeah. I know for our kids, that would be a very short event. They would be terrified and would be out of there.
I would never bring them.
I would not be dealing with the nightmares for months afterwards. I'm like, yeah,
not happening. Not happening.
But you know what? Listen, to each their own. Do what
that's right.
Do what you like here. So yeah, that's the age recommendation. So probably this show fits that. Being much more adult themed in that way, I guess in some ways, but
yeah.
So there are also some select attractions that are open during Halloween Horror Nights. Those are Men in Black Alien Attack, which apparently has some new ride vehicles.
Apparently they do. Apparently they have improved the experience quite a bit.
Which fits because they just opened this for a refurb a month and a half ago.
And they're adding new
and apparently these new vehicles, not all the vehicles are replaced, but some of these vehicles, it's a much better experience.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about that.
I guess we should ride it.
I honestly, I wouldn't be against it because if we can get the new ride vehicle, that'd be kind of cool. Because I heard it's much more accurate with the gun and everything as well. So
with Express Pass for Halloween Horror Nights, do we get Express at the attractions too?
Yes, you do. You get both.
That's awesome. All right. Well, might as well use it. I guess if we finish all the houses and we want to ride a ride, we'd be like, cool. Okay. Let's do it.
True. Then you also have Revenge of the Mummy, Transformers The Ride. If you need a safe haven, Optimus has got you.
Protect the
Allspark. I will fight these demon clowns for you.
Protect the Allspark.
Yes, I have to protect the Allspark. And then you also have a Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts that is open as well.
And I do want to mention they will have, this isn't technically part of Halloween Horror Nights, so I didn't include it in the guide, but I will say they do have Death Eaters in Diagon Alley.
They do.
They do.
And again, I've said it before, but it's an interesting distinction because if you look, technically speaking, the Death Eaters are not a part of Halloween Horror Nights. This coincides with Halloween Horror Nights,
which is hilarious.
Pretty sure this is the way they got J.K. Rowling to give her okay on this. So when you're in there, it kind of has more green lighting, more fog effects, kind of spookier vibe.
And they just walk. They just walk.
Yeah, they don't say anything.
They do this little ceremony.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool if you're a Harry Potter fan. I definitely recommend going in and checking it out. They are not out constantly throughout the night. They are out for like 20 minutes and then they're gone for like 30.
Right.
Come out it's like sometimes you have to wait. So.
Which is why if you're a Harry Potter fan, sure, we've experienced it before. So I'm not really like, that's not hype on my list.
Yeah.
To necessarily see it, but it's fine for what it is.
Yeah.
A little something extra in there.
For sure.
Of course, they have food and drink available, which we're not going to go into much because we talked about that in the last episode.
We will have food and drinks at the event, so we'll give some reviews.
But there's quite a few. They always have theme ones. They're going to have like Stranger Things stuff and everything like that. So if you want to see that, just go to last week's episode, or there's even a clip on the channel. If you're on YouTube, go through some of the things that they did show there. So you have food and drink that is available. There's also merchandise, of course, that is available.
Yeah, so the tribute store is going to be open this week. It is circus themed. It is called Sideshow Obscura. It's a tribute to the macabre and bizarre. Witness the greatest collection of oddities and obscurities. Is what the theme is for that. So that's opening this week, and there will be pass holder previews. I believe it's today, Tuesday at 11 for pass holders. If you're a pass holder. Otherwise it opens, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
They will have Deathly Afraid necklaces this year. They are already on sale. They're $19.99 for the necklaces. And if you're not familiar with these are the necklaces that you can wear as you're walking through scare zones that let the scare actors know that you would like some space. Basically, I'm not for the scares. I just want to walk through. Leave me alone.
I like how it's
That's basically what it is.
Which is funny to me. You're going to a scary event and it's an upcharge to not be scared as much, which is funny.
It's just another $20. I don't know. They sold out really fast last year,
which is crazy.
But I think there's a lot of people buying them just to buy them.
Well, and also don't be one of these people that buys this to basically like taunt and tease the scare actors.
Which one stupid TikToker did. And I was like, you're dumb.
How about this? Let's just ban TikTokers. How about that? As a society, let's just, I think, it was an experiment. We tried it. We've seen how this does. It just shut it down. Just shut off those servers.
That is an idea.
I got really excited when TikTok went down initially. I was like, oh, it's
but yeah, so those are on sale in the regular Universal Studios store. I think they still have them there, and I'm sure they'll have them in Tribute Store if they're still any available. And there's also themed merchandise available for each house that they have, plus the regular merchandise, like the theme of the event. They've got hats and shirts and sweatshirts and cups and mugs and magnets. And you can also buy some of this stuff online. Not all of it's available yet, but it will be. So if you're not going to make it to the event, you can buy the merch.
Yeah, I'm not honestly, when it comes to Universal shirts, I'm not a huge fan. Like sometimes they have some stuff, but like especially the Halloween Horror Night shirts. Maybe I'm nitpicky because obviously we design our own shirts.
They're so scratchy.
Well, the shirts themselves are scratchy, but the designs just seem very like, I don't know, not low effort, I guess you could say on some of them. Well, even Universal's gotten some flack for some of the shirts that look like maybe AI was involved, and people are on AI witch hunts right now.
That's true.
So if this is what they're doing, which there may be some evidence of it, it's like at least get better.
Yeah.
At it's like you can afford at least a graphic designer to go in there and clean up some art that you're working on, sort of thing.
Right.
Probably not the first or the last time that stuff like that will happen. But yeah, merchandise is available, which is it's a big part of it. People go get merchandise. Especially, I do love the tribute stores. And when they do those themes, those are always, it's kind of cool on its own. Half the time, we don't even buy stuff when we go through there.
Just like to look through it.
They're just cool to see how they kind of do that. And it's an interesting way to sell merchandise.
For sure.
Themed experience in a way of selling it. So, all right. So that's basically all of the, what's included. There are meet and greets as well this year. which we've talked about in some previous episodes.
But we don't have a ton of information about that yet. Not until the first night will we know.
Right. I find it interesting, though, because I do think they may be going down this route of kind of what they do with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, of having just so many things to do. Like, you can't do everything in one night, to maybe try and spread out some of these crowds. So if you do have meet and greets, like there's that Japanese bear, whatever horror thing.
Hamakuma. That's right. We do know about him.
Yeah, what Jamie said. There is some RIP specific stuff too, but it's like I could see them getting to the point, like, as meet and greets become more of a thing at Universal, using that as, like, if those end up getting demand, perhaps that takes some relief off those wait times for these haunted houses. So
Yeah.
we'll see on that. But there are some meet and greets that will be available during the event there. All right, let's talk about what's going on City Walk. So you have the Dead Coconut Club, and this is called just Harvest.
Strange lights, unidentified flying objects, and folks acting abnormally. What on earth is happening at Midweston's 35th Annual Harvest Festival? Find out at Dead Coconut Club Harvest, with spooky specialty beverages, light bites, interactives, and incredible music. Just don't get abducted by aliens.
It's always something to keep in mind anytime you do something, really.
This is the 5th year they have done this overlay of Red Coconut Club, and this is the first year that they are bringing food. You can actually buy food here. It was usually just drinks.
I've
very cool.
tried to go to Red Coconut Club a handful of times. It's always been closed.
I've been one time.
It has such strange hours. It's very unreal. I think because they rent it out quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's not always open either. So
Correct. And there are a couple of days this week that pass holders can come in just for exclusive preview. Once on Wednesday and then once on Friday, I believe. So again, hours are very shaky, but if you can go, just check it out.
Listen, one day I'll get in there.
One day.
We'll see. And obviously, there's tickets available to do this. This is not a free event or included with a day ticket to the park. This is a add-on experience, if you want to put it that way. So the ticket packages or options that are available. You have single day tickets, and these start at $89 per person. Obviously, varies the closer you get to Halloween, the more expensive it gets. All days are still available for these type of tickets.
Yeah, if you want to just go one day, single day, you can do any of the days.
Now, I know prices have gone up and will continue to go for Halloween Horror Nights, but given how popular this event is and how long it is, starting at $89 is a steal in modern day theme parks.
So that price is
it's entry level.
Yeah.
It's entry level. So, but I'm just saying, you're more than likely not gonna be able to do all the houses and everything. But
yeah,
I suppose anything under $100 these days, starting out for a special event, I'm just like, that's not too bad.
Oh yeah.
So
for sure.
They also have multi-day tickets if you want to go more than once, obviously. They have the Rush of Fear Pass.
So Rush of Fear starts at $229 per person, and that's for the first 18 nights of the event. The first 18, all of them, first 18. Okay. Frequent Fear starting at $274.99, 31 nights, no Fridays or Saturdays. Yes, the first weekend, if that makes sense. So all Fridays and Saturdays are blocked out except for the first weekend.
Got it.
Frequent Fear Plus starts at $325 per person. All dates available except Saturdays, but you can go on Halloween. All right.
There's a lot of fine print on these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ultimate Fear, Frequent Fear is like the head honcho guy. Starts at $450 a person, all nights included. Plus you get free parking after 5.
That, which reminds me, if you're a Premier Pass holder, obviously valet is included in that. It is not included on the night of Halloween Horror Nights events or like special events. So
Correct.
you can do it, but it's going to cost you the full, what is it, $75, $80?
Yes.
To do valet.
Yeah, I think it's 80 or 70. Yeah, something like that.
So usually, like during the day, you can still do valet as part of your perk, but you have to be out of the park like by 7, I think is what they say. Maybe even earlier. But.
Yeah. And just a reminder that the Express Pass option for multi-day passes has been discontinued this year. So that is no longer an option to buy. If you want,
you can still get it, but you're going to buy it separately.
So you have to, if you want an Express Pass, you have to buy it like per day. They don't have a bundle now with the multi-day passes. That's what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big change this year.
Yeah.
We'll see if that does anything for wait times or if
Yeah.
I guess in their eyes it's both. Makes more money and maybe helps with wait times, but we'll see.
Yeah.
There's also the Premium Scream Night.
So this is a limited capacity event that's on August 27th and October 19th. The 27th date is sold out. October 19th is available, and it starts at $435 a person. It didn't start at $435. That has gone up since we're getting closer and closer to that event. But that August 27th is sold out, and it is basically the event that starts the whole event, because the official first day is August 28th. So the Premium Scream Night is before that.
Right.
But you get to experience Halloween Horror Nights with shorter wait times at the houses. No express passes available for this. Select food and beverages are included. Get free parking. You can wear costumes. No masks. But you get some special credentials, and like last year was a little iffy. I think they oversold the event. There was lots of lines, and they were like, sorry about that. Pass holders, you can have $25 discount if you come to a Premium Scream Night this year.
Yeah.
So they tried
Well,
to do
the
that.
thinking here is you don't need express pass because it's a limited capacity type of event.
But when you don't limit it enough.
Agreed. This is the whole issue with after hours types of events. It's like
Yes.
it's great in theory as long as you do not oversell it.
If you have to wait more than 30 minutes for a house, it's too busy.
I would agree.
Especially for this kind of thing.
So
where
the
you're
price you're
premium
paying for this. Yeah.
Absolutely. So again, the first night is sold out, but October 19th is still available.
Correct.
So there you go.
Correct. There's also extras and add-ons you can do. And obviously one of the big ones, which we are doing this year, is Express Pass. And if you don't know what Express Pass is, it is a Universal's version of Cut the Line system. So obviously you have that for attractions that are all the time in the parks. It's much higher price. They don't sell, like not everybody in the park can get them. They have a limited quantity that they sell.
Yeah.
Obviously, the longer you wait, closer to your date, the more expensive it gets. They do
Right.
the same thing for haunted houses, where you
Right.
can go through the express line to not wait as long, in theory, to go through these haunted houses.
And right now, the price of those starts at $200 a person per night. When we bought them, we bought them for $169 on our date.
Yeah.
So you can see how, and we bought them like a month or two ago.
I think it was like 2 months ago.
Was it 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Because you have to, the closer you buy them to like when they start going on sale, the best price you get. It's like cruising.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Basically.
Well, and for us, like our ticket for Halloween Horror Nights is included with our Premier Pass. So for us, we
Right.
were like,
Let's just do it.
which we hadn't done it before. Like, let's just splurge and get it and try it.
Yeah.
So essentially, like we're like buying our ticket essentially to Halloween Horror Nights.
Exactly.
Then there is also the Scream Early ticket.
Okay, so this is this is gonna be confusing, but I'm gonna try to do my best to explain who qualifies for this. But so Universal offers Scream Early access to the park, where you can walk through the houses. There's select houses that they open early, do attractions, enjoy regular park offerings before the event begins at 6:30. Starting at 2 p.m., this is new this year, guests can walk through 3 houses: Stranger Things 5, Hellraiser, and Jack and Oddfellow Chaos and Control. So starting at 2 p.m., you can do these 3 houses if you have a Scream Early ticket or Scream Early access. Again, I'll talk about that in a minute. 4 p.m., the lines are open for the next phase of houses that are going to open early. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 3, and it's TBD on what those houses are right now. We don't know yet.
We don't know if it'll be like different per night or if they're eventually going to say which ones. But yeah, right now we're not sure.
Correct. And then 5:15, those houses start to open. Those 2 or 3 of the next phase. One is usually at 5:15, one usually at 5:30, and then at 6:30 the event officially begins. To be eligible to be in the park during Scream Early, you have to have daytime admission to Universal Studios Florida and Halloween Horror Nights admission on the same night. Plus, if you have a multi-day ticket and an annual pass ticket or a Scream Early ticket, this will get you into early access. So if you just have a regular single day ticket for Halloween Horror Nights and that's it, you cannot get in until 6:30.
You would have to have a Halloween Horror Nights ticket and a day ticket to the park.
So the Scream Early ticket is $70 for Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays, and $75 for Friday and Saturday. Wristbands can be picked up near guest services inside Universal Studios Florida and also at King Cross Station and Villain Con after 2 p.m.
Yes. So
So
if you just have a Halloween Horror Nights ticket and that's all, you can't. You're not eligible.
you have to get a Scream Early ticket as well.
Right.
Yes.
Now, if you're an AP, you're in the park. You can, if you have a Halloween Horror Nights ticket, you can then become part of this. Correct?
Yes, you have to have an AP and a Halloween Horror Nights ticket.
Yes.
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 If you just an AP want to get in, you can't do that. If you just have a single day park ticket and no Halloween Horror Nights ticket, also you wouldn't be eligible.
You gotta have both.
You gotta have both. So yeah.
But theoretically, able to do that. Obviously, that's gonna be a really long night from 2 p.m. until 2 a.m. if you do the whole event. But you theoretically can knock out 5 houses. So you've knocked out half the houses before the event even starts.
Correct.
So if you're now, for us, obviously we have APs and we're doing Express Pass in this. Like, hopefully we're going to be able to do all these houses plus everything else we want to do.
Yes.
If you're looking to not get Express Pass, this does set you up potentially to be able to do the rest of the 5 houses within that time span that you have.
Right. And it would lend you to not having to get an Express Pass. You can actually maybe get all the houses done with just a Scream Early ticket and save a little bit of money.
Right.
I mean, essentially. But yeah, that's kind of the thinking there.
I mean, obviously, could be looked at as a huge perk for APs. Mm-hmm. That's a huge benefit because if you're buying the ticket outright, it's almost as expensive as the event itself.
Right.
So if you really look at it that way, if that's what you're doing, your entry to this is closer to that, a mid $100 mark that we see for most parties, which is kind of interesting.
But also, it makes a 12-hour event day.
It does.
Which is really long.
Which, I mean, to be fair, though, you're getting a lot for your money. You got that much time.
That's
now,
true.
And there's a lot of people that stay the entire time. I don't know if we'll make it till 2 a.m. or we will even want to at that point, but that's our plan. And having Express Pass, that does give us the ability to, if we knock out the other houses and we're like, hey, I want to go back and do Stranger Things again, then we can use our Express Pass. So it does give you the ability to kind of like, have more, I guess you could just say more value or more usage out of your Express Pass by doing it that way.
Right, exactly.
So
exactly.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But that's our plan there.
Yeah.
And also you are no longer like in a pin holding area.
You just have to have the wristband.
Yeah, so you can roll around the park. You could get some food. Some of the food items will be available during that time. You can get some of those instead of just waiting in a line to get into these houses.
Yes, and you can also ride rides.
Yeah.
Because it's still open to, like, the regular park day is still open. So.
Which I like that much.
Like
I mean,
5.
people can walk around and spend more money, and you're just not waiting around for hours waiting for the event to start.
Yep.
So, there's also RIP tours.
So these are basically guided VIP tours during the event, and that's why I call them RIP, because rest in peace.
Get it?
Get
Scary.
it. So this gives you priority VIP entry. That doesn't mean express pass entry. That means front of the line.
Yeah.
You get to go to the front, which is pretty cool, to the houses and participating attractions while on the tour. You get unlimited express on rides during the event, just not the houses. So like once your tour is over, you can just use that same credential, like that same lanyard, to get onto the rides with the express line. Mm-hmm. Okay. You get valet parking. You get a tour reception with light appetizers. You get reserved seating at select event shows. I don't know if it's the Lagoon Show or Nightmare Fuel. I guess it's Nightmare Fuel. I don't know. I guess it just depends. And then you get a commemorative credential, lanyard, and button. There are 4 days left to buy tickets for. These start at $470 per person.
Starts.
So yeah, there's only, and it's sprinkled throughout. It's like, I think August 30th is still available, but there's like one date in August or one date in September and then 2 more in October. It's all spread out, but these sell out very fast. Private RIP tours are available, but you have to call. And there's also a new 5-house RIP tour, and you can either select from a north house tour or a south house tour. So there's 5 houses in one, 5 houses in the other, which is interesting. Mm-hmm. It's just a little bit cheaper. It says it does not include valet, does not include appetizer or show seating. It's just basically this, and it starts at $300 per person. So
I mean, I would like to do this sometime. It'd be interesting.
Yes, I think it would be cool. I mean, with the I think you would save a lot of time, obviously, going through the beginning, like the very front of the house. And it's only once, by the way. You can't just go to the front of the line of the houses like throughout the event, like consistently, like, over and over.
Right.
It's just once. I think that would be kind of cool to do. I would also like to do premium scream night, maybe like some years, and just to compare the experiences. But yeah, this would be kind of cool to try sometime.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Just to talk about it and review it. And talk
For
about
sure.
it.
For sure.
And there's also Behind the Screams Unmasking the Horror Tour, which we did this one a couple years ago, or one of them.
Yes, we did. We did it 2 years ago, I believe. Basically, this is a lights on behind the scenes tour of either 3 or 6 of the haunted houses they have for the year. This starts before the official event kicks off. In fact, it started this past weekend. And there's either a 3-house tour, which starts at $100 per person, or a 6-house tour that starts at $230 per person.
Okay.
I like the 3-house one because I don't want too much. I don't want to know too much.
Yeah,
about stuff.
that's true.
And
when we did it, yeah, before we actually went through the houses.
It was
which
like
it would be
2 weeks before the event started.
which was interesting to do it before. I don't know if I'd recommend that or not, but it was still cool nonetheless.
I would recommend it in the fact that there was one house that year that was super confusing. And unless they told you the backstory before going in, it was the one with the kids, with the family,
the triplets of terror.
The triplets, yes, because it was very
there was
unclear.
whole,
like, why is there a podcast? Why are we?
Yeah, there was a whole
thing?
like backstory, which I think if you would have gone through the house not knowing, you'd been like, "What is this room?" sort of thing. But,
right. So it did help.
And it also gives you perspective how much work they put in these houses. Like, I mean,
it's true.
I always appreciate when theme parks go the extra mile for theming and storytelling, even if they know that most people won't even really recognize it.
Yeah.
Which is the thing with these haunted houses. But they work on these houses like 16 months in advance.
So long.
So they're already working on next year's Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
Right now. So it's you get appreciate, and they'll kind of show you like the scare actors and the things that they do, and it's interesting.
Yes. For sure.
It's almost like a movie set in many ways.
A movie set.
A movie. Yes. So those are the extras and add-ons that you can do as part of Halloween Horror Nights there. Mm-hmm. Then there's also hotels that you can get packages for that. Obviously a lot of people, you're staying till 2 a.m., which is what we're doing, which is we're going to stay in a hotel because we live 2 hours away, so we don't want to get home at potentially 4 a.m.
Right. Exactly. So for the hotels, you can get a pretty good discount on hotels. For pass holders, it's 30 to 40% off on nights at hotels. Vacation packages with tickets and hotels, you can save up to $200. So, I mean, there's some good discounts out there if you're going to stay overnight, which, I mean, it's pretty tiring just to drive home at 2 a.m.
Well, and some of the hotels have food options open late. So
it's like 3 or 4.
Right, because some of the hotels do, some don't. But it's like one of the worst things about it, if you do stay till 2 and you're hungry,
yeah,
there's not a lot of options available that outside of like ordering DoorDash or something or whatever. So I do like that house, especially like Cabana Bay is probably the most popular, which we are now staying at. Jamie switched our reservation over there.
I did. I do like I like staying at Cabana Bay for Halloween Horror Nights.
It's close.
I do.
And they have good food and they have food options. And I don't know if we're going to stay till 2 a.m. Honestly, I don't want to stay till 2 a.m. But depending on what we can get done, potentially you do have like when you get back and you're like, okay, let's eat and then go to bed.
I just remember Halloween Horror Nights in general, like all years, my feet have never hurt worse.
Well, the worst part,
you just stand a lot.
The part that gets me more than anything is just standing in line.
Stand a lot.
Walking around does not bother me, but man, when you're just in line, and I remember it was a couple years ago, it was the line for Slaughter Cinema. Mm-hmm. That line broke me because it was just like
it was very long.
We had moved, like we had done really good. Like we were going through a lot of these houses, we had all this momentum, and all of a sudden it was just like
I think it hit like 10:30.
Yeah, and it was like, and the line would just crawls. And there's a ton of these switchbacks, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is terrible.
Exactly. And there are also themed bars and pop-ups at select hotels for Halloween Horror Nights. So like Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort, Jake's American Bar transforms into Universal Monsters Laguna Lounge, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
They have like photo ops and special characters sometimes lurking around. I'm like, okay, I see you. Still, Nova Resort has a a new bar, like a bar that they can get some like food and drinks out that are themed. Same thing with Terra Luna. Portofino Bay has the Thirsty Fish, which turns into like a old fishing ship that's like frozen in time.
That's kind of cool.
They did that last year.
Yeah.
So that looks pretty cool. Hard Rock Hotel has Night of the Living Shred, which returns to the lobby and veranda bar, which is kind of cool. And then Sapphire Falls has a Gothic Manor, where they encounter a range of creepy floral sculptures, candelabras, and other dark academia items scattered throughout the seating areas of the lobby. New this year is this, in addition to the satellite bar, where guests can sip on crafted cocktails like the Witch Doctor Old Fashioned, the Pumpkin Plunder, and the Haunted Jungle Bird at Strongwater Tavern.
Okay.
So there's that. Aventura Hotel Bar Ventura has some cocktails they're doing. Cabana Bay Beach Resort has their fan favorite Pumpkin Lord Bar, which returns to Swizzle Lounge. That's in the lobby. And they always decorate the lobby like really, really well. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited for that. Dockside has some food and drinks and some sculptures and everything. So it's kind of throughout the resort area of Universal. They kind of really try to theme up the Halloween Horror Nights because it is their premiere event of the year.
This event, I've heard figures makes up to 40% of the money for Universal as a whole. So it's a huge moneymaker. So it makes sense that they kind of go all out there.
And hotel guests they have their own separate entrance into Halloween Horror Nights for the first hour of the event from 6:30 to 7:30. So if you are staying on property and you won't get there until 6:30, you can use that special entrance.
Yeah.
So we will not be there using that entrance. We will be there much earlier. So we shan't be using
This is true.
We shan't.
We shan't be doing that, as Jamie says. There's also some pass holder perks if you are an AP.
Yeah.
Premier pass holders, like we talked about before, receive one complimentary Halloween Horror Nights event admission, but you have to make a reservation. You have to basically say, this is the date, this is the night that I'm claiming to use my free ticket.
Yes.
Sort of thing.
Yes.
There's also discounts on single night tickets.
Between $5 to $20 off, depending on the night. And those are only in August and September. You can't do it in October.
Correct. You have $25 off of premium Scream Night. You have save up to 30% off hotel stays. Discounts on RIP tours, hotel and ticket packages, and food and beverage. Which that's one thing I will say. You do get discounts on food and beverages. So
food and beverage card, which I mentioned in the tips section in a minute, but you can get that for a discount,
which we probably will do.
Yeah,
I think you don't get discounts on any alcohol.
True, but I don't drink a lot, so it's
well, okay. I was going to say that's one thing always consistent is you're not going to get discounts on alcohol.
Yeah,
they do not want to make it cheaper for you to get hammered at these events because undoubtedly there will be people that I've seen escorted out that drink a little too much.
Yeah,
let's just say that much. Which makes sense. You go to a haunted houses, people want to get, a little loosened up, not be so scared. People go a little too far. So they don't offer any discounts on that stuff. Everything else you can. There's also special Halloween Horror Nights magnet giveaway in October. Pass holder exclusive merchandise, early access to the tribute store, again, starting on the 25th, and that starts at 11 a.m. Dead Coconut Club early access, and like Jamie said, that's from today from 8 to 12.
And then Friday from 3 to 4.
There you go.
Yep.
And then the key holder bar in the Music Plaza.
Yeah, that's for pass holders and Universal card holders, like rewards members or whatever they are.
Right.
Special key holder bar that's in Music Plaza. I think it's to the left of the plaza. That'll be available if you want to buy some drinks there. So
absolutely.
Pretty cute, pretty cute.
So that's the pass holder perks, and then we'll talk about some tips if you're looking to go. Maybe you've never been to get the most out of it. Because one thing, obviously, if it's. I think if you have Express Pass and you do if you're doing like what we're doing, we're going early entry plus Express Pass. You don't have to have the most sound strategy to probably have the most out of that event because you're gonna have you're gonna have it's gonna be hard to really mess that up. Yeah. But if you plan on going and you don't want to get Express Pass, maybe you don't even want to do early Scream ticket or whatever. There are definitely ways in which we would recommend going through the event to get the most out of it.
Yes.
Depending on what you want to do, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
So, number one, I would say is download the Universal app because they have the event map in there. You can see wait time, show schedules.
You can also pay for stuff.
I was going to say you can buy food and drink in there. You can also apply, if you do have an AP, you can apply your discount in the app. Yep. So you can you still get your discount that way as well.
Yes. If you're only coming for one day, as we talked about with the Scream Early ticket, get the Scream Early ticket to be able to do as much as possible. Because if you just get one ticket, the single ticket for Halloween Horror Nights, and you don't get in until 6:30, you kind of yes, you can do some things, but if your point is to do almost everything you can do, you're not gonna be able to do it. There's absolutely no
you're at
way.
a severe disadvantage.
You're going to be waiting in a lot of lines.
Well, for instance, the first time I did Halloween Horror Nights was with some friends of mine, and there were 3 of us. 2 of us had the ability, because we were pass holders, to be able to do the early, go in there early. One of the guys with us did not, so we were like, okay, we'll wait. But starting at 6:30, I think we did 3 houses.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it was like, the wait times were over 100 minutes for most of the houses, and you're just like, I don't know about this. So I would definitely say getting the early access definitely sets you up. If you're, it's kind of a good middle ground. You don't want to spend all the money for Express Pass, but you pay the $70. It does help you get more out of the event.
Exactly.
I would say that. So one thing I would definitely recommend is once the event starts, let's say you're getting there at 6:30 or whatever your time is, do the houses as early in the night as possible.
Or wait until after midnight.
Yeah, because the crowds definitely will thin out after midnight.
From like 12:30 to 2, they thin out real fast, and you can get a lot of houses done like quickly. I did that one year. I did like 3 houses in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like between 1:15 and 2, just because I had the time.
Yeah.
I was like, woof.
So like I would not recommend going after the food early part of the night.
I agree. When you first get there at 6:30, if you're going for the first, if you're just doing the one just ticket and nothing else extra, go to the house you most want to go to. Like if there's a number 1 house, go to it first.
Here's what you do. You do the early screen, you get the early ticket, okay? You walk around, you go get yourself some pizza fries, carb load.
Well, they're not available till 6:30, unfortunately. So you'll have to wait on those.
Well, get something carb heavy, slam a protein shake, and then that'll sustain you until you want to eat later on.
Okay. Arrive early to the shows, especially Nightmare Fuel. That theater fills up so quickly. There was one year, I don't think it was with you, I think it was with somebody else, and we got in line, and we were in line for the next show that was starting in like 20 minutes, and we weren't even near the front.
No, I was with you.
Were you with me?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We waited until they let everybody else in the theater, and including the Express Pass. And the Express Pass people made it to where the standby did not move very much.
Yeah.
So with this year with having Express, that'll be a little bit easier for us. But if you don't have Express, you're going to have to wait a little bit.
And that becomes a decision too about do
Yeah.
you want to use that time during the event for the show, or do you rather do houses? So
I would say take advantage of times you can sit down.
I agree.
'Cause
I
it's
agree.
a lot of standing unless you're young,
But-
and you don't care.
Well,
we're in our 40s. We're like, we need to sit.
everyone will sit every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're not getting Express Pass, and especially if you're not doing the early access either, you're going to have to make some choices.
Yeah.
More than like you're not getting all the houses done. So it's like if you want, you got to pick the houses that are really most important to you. If there's food stuff you want to get, like you're going to have to make some decisions about what you want to do because you may not be able to do it all.
Right. Correct.
And it's funny, I mentioned this before, but Jamie had another note in here. I would say definitely eat before the event starts. You don't want to find yourself starving and then going through the food lines when you could be going through the haunted house lines when the wait times might be a little less than they will be at the peak. I'd say the peak of the event for wait times is probably starting around like 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Starting out at like 8 to midnight is where the busiest they get. So eat before that and eat after that. Or like if you're coming at 6:30, eat like dinner before you get there. And then whenever you get to the event, you can just kind of like grab things here and there
Right.
quickly.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Although some of these food lines get long too. So.
That's true. That's true.
The food is a big part of the event that people look forward to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and also along with this and giving all these tips, plan out your night. Like plan out like your must-do houses. Like, okay, I want to do this.
Right.
And maybe plan your night to where you're not zigzagging so much because that also takes time to walk from here and there. So like planner nights where you're like, okay, I want to do this house, but then we'll also do this house next to it. And then I really want to see the Death Eaters. So I'm going to go around and see them. And like, oh, I want to get a drink here. You know what I mean? So like have at least a rough outline in your head.
I agree. And another thing I will point out, it's Florida. It's probably undoubtedly going to rain on some of these.
Yes.
So obviously the haunted houses will stay open, even though it's rain because they're indoors.
Right.
But just be prepared. You might be wet, which is I always recommend. Nothing's worse than wet socks. Walking on a theme park. I love canes type shoes, or get you some Crocs or something that you don't have to worry about. Like if it rains, you got slip-on shoes or whatever. Don't have to worry about it. If you want to do ponchos, whatever. But rain can be something, and more than likely will be something that will impact some event nights. Just depends on which one you get, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, obviously at this point you still can, but purchase your tickets and express passes, everything as early as possible to save the most money.
Yep. As things get closer to selling out and closer to the date, the prices will go up.
Yes. So. And if you are wanting to do food and beverages, get the food and beverage card for the discount.
Which I think for $150 worth of value, it's $120.
Usually, if you're an AP, you get about a $30 value, or like a $30 like extra bonus.
20% off or something. Yeah.
Plus, you still get your AP discount on top of that.
Right.
So it can work out. And if you don't use it all, you can still use those food cards in the park outside of Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to use it all during the event, but you're getting kind of like a free $30 if you're an AP. Or they do have an option. I think you save $10 if you're not an AP. But it's worth doing if you want to get some food and beverage items. And then if you're going to be at Universal even after the event, if you're not going to use it all, you still have something that you can keep in your back pocket and use at a later date.
Exactly. And I think we'll have more tips coming from this event after we do it that we can share, that because I mean obviously experience it is different than actually just giving tips from like prior years. So we'll definitely have more information when we go next week.
For sure. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. It'll be fun. Hopefully it does not. I know it's going to be hot, but hopefully it doesn't rain the entire time, because that would not be fun.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely could be something that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like I said, I think we'll get a lot done, but I'm not necessarily thinking we're going to get everything we want to get done. But if we do, that'd be great. I'm just not going to expect it from my personal expectation level. But
okay.
No, it'll be a good time. I'm definitely looking forward to trying some more of the food items. Because that's one thing about Halloween Horror Nights. I haven't experienced a ton of them, because usually like we're just trying to do all these houses because we haven't had Express Pass before.
Right.
So I'm kind of looking forward to being able to like
chillax.
Yeah, like not have to go at breakneck speed. That's one thing about the event. I guess I would say I love the event. I think it's a really fun, like unique atmosphere in a theme park event. But there is this like every time I've been there, it's pressure.
Stress.
It's just like anytime you're just like, oh, I can't take too long. I can't go to the bathroom too long. We gotta get lines. And it's kind of nice just thinking about maybe not feeling that pressure constantly, because you do have Express Pass. We're doing the early part as well, so hopefully it's a little bit more of a relaxing type of experience.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be good.
I agree. So that was everything going on with these houses and things like that. Like I said, once we do this, we'll have a full review of it. What we think of the houses, and some more tips and things like that. But that's it. And one thing I will say, next year, not this year, but next year, there might be an app available that I'm currently working on that could help with some of these, theme park stuff.
Ooh.
Halloween Horror Nights, other events like that. It might be something that's in the works, but these things take time. So I was hoping maybe it would be ready for this Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm like, don't think that would work out.
Okay.
I think I have a lot of bugs at this current moment, but that is something to keep an eye out for. But all right, well, I think that will do it for the show. Be sure to check us out on social media. We're at Captain Magic everywhere, most active on Instagram. If you want to message us, that's one of the easiest ways. Instagram messaging is easier there. I have been more active on X a little bit, sharing stories, posting stuff here and there. And then, of course, over on YouTube, I do daily videos also over at Captain Magic. We also have live streams over there where we talk a lot more about Halloween Horror Nights over there as well. So be sure to check that out. And, of course, video versions of this show over on YouTube as well at CTM Podcast. And then, of course, we have the Universal show on Tuesdays, like today. And then on Thursdays, we have the Walt Disney World edition of the show. So we can check both those out there. Same channel, same feed, and all of that. And if you're looking for some great theme park apparel, you can go check out Capture the Magic Apparel. We are now printing in full color and got some new designs in the shop that kind of utilize that. So there'll be more of those coming that I think will be a lot of fun and a lot more possibilities here. So still high quality shirts. We've always had very comfortable shirts. We print everything in house. We don't use third party printers. Jamie packs it up, ships it out to you, and all that good stuff there. So if you want to go check those out, go to ctmapparelco.com. You can use the promo code Halloween, get yourself 15% off of your order. Plus, if you order $49 or more, you get free shipping on top of that as well. So, like I said, a lot more designs coming into the shop. The classics are still in there as well. And they're very, very comfortable shirts. So if you want to support the channel or the show, if you can get some great shirts at the same time, that's a great way to do that. So again, ctmapparelco.com and use the promo code Halloween to get 15% off your order. But either way, that's going to do it for the show. So thank you, everybody, for listening and or watching. And thank you, Jamie, for joining us.
Thank you.
And as Jamie always likes to say,
we will see you in the parks and Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes. Bye.